30 days, no plants, no sugar, no carbs, just meat and other animal-based foods. So, what actually happened? Today, I'm breaking down everything. Inflammation, energy, sleep, mental clarity, and the unexpected changes I never saw coming. And of course, did I lose any weight? Let's carve into it. Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome to Blood and Butter. I've been dieting for the last 20 years. And for the last 3 years, I got really serious about it again. And I've done some yo-yoing. At my heaviest, I was 404 pounds. At my lowest, 319. And back up again. And back down and back up again. And on top of that, I've been struggling with crippling gout, inflammation, and a load of sleep issues. So when I started the carnivore diet again 30 days ago, I had no idea what to expect. Would this just be another cycle of weight loss and regain, more brutal gout flare-ups? I hoped not. Sure, I wanted to lose weight, ideally for good. But more than that, I wanted a real solution for my health. In the last 30 days, they've been more incredible than I ever could have imagined. Let's start with the first thing I noticed. Okay, so I'm not the first person to point this out, but I saw a near immediate reduction in inflammation. Let me tell you a quick story. I got married last year to this hottie. I bought my ring in January, and in April I had a pretty nasty sprain in my left wrist playing golf. By the time the wedding came around, my wife couldn't even get my ring on my finger. And when I did force it on, it felt like it was squeezing the life out of my finger, and it would rip skin off when I tried to take it off. This is embarrassing, but I actually had a plan to subtly lube my finger during my wedding ceremony just so that she could slide the ring on. Less than 48 hours into carnivore, boom! See, this isn't just a ring. As the ring completes itself, so you complete me, and all that. I literally spent the first 3 months of my marriage unable to wear my wedding ring. And now, wow. And here's where it gets even crazier. Just before starting carnivore, I was on a golf trip with my buddies. We played, drank beer, ate like crap. It was awesome. Oh, and I kicked their asses, by the way.
Nailed it.
Except it was terrible because my left knee and lower back were killing me all weekend and I was popping ibuprofen like Tic Tacs. But in the first week of carnivore, that pain was gone and it's only briefly and mildly come back. Today, I'm completely pain-free. Now let's talk about sleep. I'm just kidding. This isn't even plugged into anything. I suck at sleeping. I've had sleep apnea and insomnia for years. I started using the CPAP machine a couple of years ago, and honestly, it helps a lot. The problem is, it gets sideways, and I'll wake up gasping for air because the thing isn't even on anymore. But here's the wild part. Now, I actually stay asleep. No more mask slipping, no more waking up gasping for air. It just works now. Only downside is now I wake up to pee every single night. But at least when I'm asleep, I stay asleep. Still not a morning person. Yeah, no, not really. Look, some people go on carnivore and get a crazy amount of energy in the first weeks. That has not been my experience in my first month. But here's what actually happened. My energy got way more stable. No crashes, no spikes, just even. One of the perks of working from home, lunchtime naps. I took one every single day, and if I didn't, I was a zombie all afternoon. And let's be real, it wasn't instant. Week 1, brutal. Fatigue, headaches, irritability, and week 2, still kind of rough. But then it finally leveled out. And here's the weirdest part. When it's bedtime, it's bedtime. I used to just push through because I'd be tired all day and have this weird energy at night, but now when it's bedtime, lights out, and I'm tired and ready for it. People talk about carnivore clarity, and I wasn't sure I believed it, but after 30 days, Yeah, still don't, not for myself. Either I never had brain fog or I still have brain fog and it's just too foggy for me to see it. So many people report this on the carnivore diet though, I'm sure it's just a matter of time. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but you know what actually changed? My mood, big time. Just ask my wife. Before this, if I was hungry, I was unbearable. Like, drop everything and feed me now unbearable. And now all that, gone. It turns out the real culprit was just blood sugar spikes and crashes, and now just steady. I'll save fasting for another video, so subscribe if you want to see that. But now, hunger, it's physical. It's not emotional, it's not hormonal. No more crashes, no more cravings, just real hunger.
When my body actually needs food.
Okay, now some weird stuff. Okay, first weird thing. I used to get this rash right here where my glasses touch my nose. It just showed up one day. 3 weeks on carnivore, gone. And this is the weirdest one. I had a skin tag for the last like 2 years that I just never dealt with. I won't tell you where. Yeah, that just fell off. Not sure why, not complaining. All right, I'm sure you sat through all that just to hear how much weight I lost. This is a diet video after all. Here's the thing, it was up and down all month. Some weeks, nothing. It's like the scale was laughing at me.
Bitch.
All right, I'll stop stalling for the view time. It was down, way down. I started at 377 pounds. Day 30, 362.1. That's 15 pounds gone in 1 month. Now I know some of that is water, I'm not oblivious, but in the first 2 weeks, 6 pounds fell off instantly and then I stabilized for about a week and a half. And after that, I think the real fat loss kicked in and I can feel it. My shirts fit a little better now. Now, I do weigh in every day. It doesn't work for everybody, but it keeps me locked in. So here's a graph of how it went through the month, right here. Oh, and if you're wondering about that gap, I traveled from days 22 to 25, so no weigh-ins. If you want to see how I handled carnivore while traveling, check out my last video. Look, I have a long way to go, and I hope this number keeps going down, but weight loss is kind of just a side effect for me. I made this change to fix my health, and the weight loss happens to be a very, very happy byproduct. If you're thinking about starting carnivore, my advice, just start. Don't overthink it. Get some meat, cook it, eat it. Make it as easy as possible in the first 30 days. Look, I'm not a doctor. If you have medical concerns about starting, then go talk to a doctor. Ideally, one that has a good understanding of a ketogenic way of eating because not all of them do. Otherwise, just commit and see what happens. Give it 30 days. Now, when I say just eat meat, I realize that leaves some questions. What kind of meat? How much? What about butter, eggs, and other animal products? Well, my next video is about what I ate in my first 30 days. So hang around if you want to hear about that. I'm in this for the long haul. 30 days down and I've seen some pretty incredible changes, but this is just the beginning. So if you want to follow my journey, hit subscribe and tap the like button. It helps get this info out. And let's be real, eating this way is not always easy, but it's always worth it. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.